Let's be honest here. Do we have a 2020 vision? I know from the research, many people have not done any planning for the year 2021. Everybody is overwhelmed with the stuff that they have in front of them. And the situation that we are actually in is telling us that don't think about the future. Just think about the current situation that we are in. And that's the reason we have not done any planning for this year, or you can say the decade. But deep inside, we all know that we want to become stronger, we want to become healthier, we want more abundant life, we want more focus, we want the things that energize us, we want to become connected to many people. We all want that, but we don't know where to start. We have wasted a lot of time just thinking about what to do. We don't know what to do and where to start. If you desire change, if you want this year or this decade, a decade of transformation, then don't think about the time that you have wasted. Don't think about the situation. Just think that time is right. The time is always right. It is the beginning of new decade. To make it all yours, I want you to start with these 5 habits. Before it begins, I want you to tell you that this video is a part of 5 different videos where I will be talking about the 5 different habits. Hello guys, this is Kiran Gaikwad, founder of Top 5% Club. So let's talk about the first habit you need to build. The first habit I want to tell you to build is develop a grit. Grow your grit. The reason behind making this series or the series of habit is I want you to understand the habits. I want you to understand the grit. I want you to understand how you can build this grit and why it is so important. So now let's start with the grit. So you may have a vision, but having vision is not only enough. You need a grit to work at it. You need a grit to go with it for the long time. And you need to grit to master the skills that you required to get that goal, to achieve that goal. And you know what? Grit is a habit. It is not a cognitive skill, so you can develop that habit. Whoever you are, you can develop that habit. So now let's answer this question. Do you have a habit of getting distracted by new ideas and the project without completing one long-term goal and just shifting your vision from one to another? Or are you the person who just procrastinate the things when it is get difficult? Answer this question before you watch this video completely. If your answer is yes, then you lack in grit. If you fall into the category of distracting and procrastinating people over your long-term goal or long-term vision, just because you have a lot of time to complete your long-term goal, you need to build a grit. You need to grow your grit. Now let's understand what is grit. So grit is the concept, and this was introduced by the Angela Duckworth. She is the researcher at the University of Pennsylvania, and she is the pioneer of grit research. She says grit is the perseverance and passion for the long-term goals. In her research, she referred a grit as a mental toughness, and she also said grit is the strong predictor of the success and the ability to reach your goal. There are 2 psychological components of the grit. The first one is the ability to stick with it for the long time. And the second one is the ability to keep going despite of difficulty. In study after study, Angela Duckworth has found that where talent counts once, effort counts twice. Many people think that people who do extraordinary things are born with the talents. Talent is important to become better at something. But you know what? Talent is not everything. It's just effort that counts, and Angela Duckworth has proved that many times. What Angela Duckworth means by effort count twice is talent into effort is equal to skill, and skills into effort is equal to achievement. When you apply efforts to the talent, you get skills, and when you apply efforts to the skills, you get achievement. Without efforts, your talent is just untapped potential, and without efforts, your skill is just something that you could have done but never did. And this is why grit count twice, and that's why it's such important factor. It is very important factor in achieving long-term goals. If you compare 2 different people, same age, same education, and probably maybe the same talents they have, you will find that the one who has a grit will become successful in his life. Grit is a skill that we can learn and get better at it. And I feel this should be taught in our school, because the earlier we learn, the better we get. If you have a better understanding when you are in the school till you complete your education, you will develop many skills that will help you in the future. But the sad part is, guys, they don't teach this in our school. So let's take this responsibility, and it's your responsibility to build that skill. Just remember, grit helps everyone, and this is not just a concept. Angela Duckworth's research proved it for many years. No matter who you are, it helps everyone. Whether it is a kid in the school, whether a graduate in the university, or any person who is going through the tough and demanding training, or even to stay in the marriage, it requires a grit, because you have to go for a long time. No matter what long-term goals you have, and if you are trying to achieve those goals, and if you want to achieve those goals, you need a grit. You need a grit to get there. And the good thing is, you can grow your grit. Look at your life as a long marathon. Don't look at it as a sprint, and develop a certain factors that directly connected to the grit. Now, after time for a long time and researching about the grit, I found few things that may help you to build your grit. First thing is, look for the passion. Look for what you are passionate about. Everyone is passionate about something. For you, it might be going for the gym for 30 days without missing a single day, or it might be running for 30 days without breaking any day, or it might be completing your job or completing your work before a schedule. Whatever it is, be aware about your passion. Be aware what you are passionate about and what you are going after. You are going to have a hard time sticking to the goals that do not fascinate you. So the first step to growing your grit is to find something that is interesting. And to find something interesting, you need to try different things. You cannot just sit and think about what you are passionate about or what is your passion is. According to the Angela Duckworth, it's much more efficient or important to get and try different things until you found something that you are passionate about. Now, the second thing is challenge yourself. You cannot challenge yourself if you are good at certain skills. When you develop a skill, it becomes easier to do that over and over again. Remember this, to challenge yourself, do not repeat the skills in which you are already competent. Aim for something that challenge you, that is one step above your current abilities. If you stick with the process, it will allow you to constantly improve what you are trying to achieve, even if you fail many times. So stick with it. Learn to work hard and practice the new skill. Hard work leads to competence, and you will get better at it. And we are much more likely to stick the things when we are good at it. You know what? The grittiest people in the world always want to improve. They always try to become better, no matter what it takes or how good they already are. So when you will find your passion, put in the work. Take action to get little bit better every single day. There is a term for this, and I call it compete with who you were yesterday. Study for a little longer. Run slightly better. Do something that is harder. Meditate for a little longer and stick with it, even though if it feels hard, and that is the only way to get better at it. Okay, so let's see the third one. Purpose of life is life of purpose. Viktor Frankl said, he who has why to live for can bear almost any how. It means when your why becomes stronger, your how gets easier. That is the power of purpose. Hardship, pain, ruthlessness, whatever you are going through, purpose suspends it all. The purpose is what gives us strength to carry with it. Whatever the situation that we are in, if we have a purpose for life, growing grit becomes easier. Choose goals that enhances the lives and well-being of others as well as your own. You know what? People who connect what they do to the higher purpose are more grittier. It's not enough to have just a fascination. You also have to take a step back and understand how what you do to contribute the well-being of others. And this is not only useful to increase your grit, it also helps you to enjoy the task more. So reflect on what you do and how it is benefiting you and the people around you. Now the last and perhaps the most important thing that you can do to grow your grit is change your influence. Everything you come in contact with influences you. The people you are around the people you are surrounded with have a huge influences on your thoughts, your feelings, and your behavior. One sentence I remember that I said to my running partner: your association in the evening defines your morning. When you spend time with enough people, with a particular group of people, the way they act, you will become like those people. If they are the procrastinated, you will become one. You will find that unknowingly their standard becomes yours. If they are the people who have great value, if they are the people who have strong mindset, and if these are the people are more grittier, then you will become one. So your job is finding yourself how and with whom you are spending your time, and make sure that you are directed with the right direction, not the wrong one. So one of the most efficient way to grow your grit is surround yourself with the people who can generate a positive peer pressure. Surround yourself with the gritty people, and it's the only matter of time before you just become grittier by yourself. Grit is the stubborn refusal to quit. Successful people stick with the long-term goals. Instead of getting distracted, they keep showing up every single day. If you lack those abilities, you can grow your grit in these 5 ways and make this decade all yours. Alright guys, I will see you in the next video with the next habit. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please do not forget to share and subscribe for the new videos that will help you to build a strong mindset, develop a grit, and learn new things. Comment below what you think about your action plan. Until next time, my friend, start today for better tomorrow and take action now and be legendary.